Everyone's seen the cute little images that people have been sharing with their websites on them, and I am going to show you how to do that really quick. So first thing you want to do is open 2 PicMonkey tabs. I would highly recommend you buying the membership. I think it's $5 a month or something like that. It gives you so much more ability, but you can absolutely do this without doing that, without buying it. So anyway, so you're going to open in one of them, collage. So I use collage and I use edit. I don't ever use these 2 middle ones. So it's gonna ask you to select some pictures. So we're gonna do a Valentine's image today. So let's put this one in there too. It's gonna open up a collage. It's gonna give me options to pick what kind of collage I want. So all of my pictures are here. I need to pick which layout I want. And you can go through these and pick and see what you like. The one I use the most is Etsy. It's got a really great layout. You can use it for Pinterest. You can use it for whatever you want. You can X out of these and delete the boxes. You can move them, resize them. You can resize the entire outside, which I like to do because this makes it a really long Pinterest image, which is the best kind of Pinterest image to upload, is one of the really long ones. So we're going to go back to our pictures and we're going to load some options here. So we want this to be kind of a Valentine's Day one because it's Valentine's Day right now or close to it. So we want some different things that we can do. So I'm going to put a couple, and you can move these around so they're where you want them. I like to do my wording at the top and my images at the bottom. So this way we have the bundle there at the bottom. We can make that nice and big, and then we can make this kind of stand out. You can also move your images within the frame itself. You can add images. So let's put this one, because that's getting kind of crowded. Put this one up here. This one can be here. You edit the space between your pictures with this here. Makes it bigger and smaller. So we're going to make it almost not there. I like mine to be really little. So here we have, let's adjust this a little bit. So we want this to be, we want the unique name on there, which is right here. So we have unique, we have unique, we have unique, and then the lip gloss, of course. And I'm going to put in another picture. So to do that, you're going to put one of your images. To make a blank space, if you already have all of your images on there, you just take another one and you just stick it right here. And then you delete the image, but the space stays. And then you can X again if you want that space deleted as well. So I like this one up here and that one down here. And we're going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see the text. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see all the text there. And that leaves us a perfect little writing space right here. And this is still in there. We need to adjust that a little bit. So it's going to take a little bit of, learning and playing, and that's kind of the fun part in these things is figuring out what works best. So there we go. All right. Right? Yeah. All right. So we're going to save it. Save it as the biggest quality that you can, because it's going to help on the editing portion. So we're going to name it something easy to remember. Valentine collage 1. I already have a couple on there, so I'm naming it something that's not going to replace what I've already got. So that's going to save it to your, and I have a couple down here already that I made. So I have Valentine Collage 1, Valentine, or Collage 1, and now this is 2. So they won't get, they won't save over each other. Then we're going to go over to the editor, the image editor. We're going to click Edit. And we're going to bring up that one that we just made, the blank, Valentine Collage 2. So we have crop. So I'm going to tell you the ones that I use. If you want to learn about the other ones, you know, go for it. I feel like they're time wasters. You can spend hours and hours and hours on one image if you really want to, but I feel like that's not, you know, income producing activity. So I will do the quickest, easiest way. So crop I use, and that's just going to make it so that you can crop it to whatever size you want. And resize. So if it's a really little image and I want it bigger, I'll use this. I don't ever use this one. It's just a filter. Lots and lots to choose from. Really fun if you have nothing else to do. But I don't use that one. This one is for airbrushing, essentially, for people. Text overlay. I use this one all the time. So crop, text overlay, and then also the shape overlays. So the text overlay quicksand is the closest match to our logo's font. So I use that all the time. And then the overlays are just little symbols, images, shapes that you can put over your picture, and I'll show you about that later. Frames I occasionally use if needed. Simple Edge and Museum Matte are my recommendations because anything that's got these scalloped edges or rough edges, it just looks messy and you want it to look clean and neat. So I use those two a lot. I don't ever use this. This is just another texture. So you know, it'll put light things on your, again, another time waster, but fun to play with if you have the time. This is for holidays. So it's going to give you whatever holiday is closest and whatever past holidays they've uploaded. So Sweethearts is the Valentine's holiday that we are closest to. So you have all of these effects and overlays and frames and texts that are Valentine-esque that you can use. I occasionally use this when I want it to look just Valentine's or just Christmas. I'll use this. It's pretty helpful. So we're going to do a little bit here. I'm going to start with text because we need to make sure that it's going to fit. So we're going to say, get your beauty bundle today. And then we're going to center that, bring it up, and we're going to size it. So you want to bring your outside lines so they match the outside of your picture. So that way you know that it's going to fit. And then we're going to size it here until it fits in here. Put it up there, and then we'll do another text on this one because it's a cute little, oops, a cute little Valentine's. Don't ever use more than 2 texts in one image, 2 different fonts. I mean, it's going to start looking muddy and disorganized if you use more than max 3. I don't ever use more than 2, but I wouldn't do more than 3 ever. So she will love it. We're going to put that right here. Again, move it so that it fits. And we're going to size it. And for this one, I'm going to do a little color block. So when I want text to kind of be a little bit more separated, I'll put a color block behind it. And how you do that is you go to the overlays, to geometric, and you use this first one because it's not shape locked. To delete an overlay, you just right click, delete overlay. So I'm going to put it behind my text. And then we're going to choose a color. We can do a fun little pink You're going to choose the eyedropper because it's going to pick whatever color you're hovering over. So if I wanted red, it'll do red. If I want pink, it'll do pink. I'm going to do a little bit more of a hot pink to kind of make it pop. So then we're going to send it to the back, which means it's going to go behind everything that we've done, including the text. And I want the text to be in the front. So that's why I did that. So we're going to size this so that it's just so. All right, so now we will put in our website, which is very important. You want to always put your website in somewhere. So the best place I think is right here where there's a little bit of white space. And it doesn't have to be huge. It's going to pop anyway because it's, it's going to stand out. Okay, and then we're going to go to text, quicksand again, your website. And again, we're going to size it down so that it fits right where we need it. And like so. And then we're going to change the color of our text. So we do that by, you can either click here within the color wheel, or you can, again, do the dropper, which is done by just clicking on the right side here, this color block, and you can make it a cute little pink color or a red or whatever. Just make sure that it's very contrasted. You don't want it to be hard to see. You want it to pop right out at you. Okay, so that's that, and there you have it. Very easy to do. You could also put a frame around this if you feel like it needs it. I don't usually put a frame around mine. Sometimes I will. Sometimes it makes it pop out. Sometimes it doesn't. So you'll just have to play with it and see. But once you get something that you really like, you want to make sure that you save it, and save it as a different number. Don't save it as 2 because you're going to save over the blank. So if you wanted to do this again in a different way, you'll still have the blank. So you want to do 3 or something else. Make sure it's the biggest quality, the most quality. Save it. And PicMonkey is really cool because it actually gives you the option to share it on different social networks. So I could share it on Pinterest right now from here. Or I could share it on Twitter, or I could share it on Facebook, Flickr, Tumblr, all of this stuff. So you can do that, which is a great option. You can do your comments right here. It's all right there for you. So I love that about this program. So that's really it. If you have any questions, you can just post them in the comments section. Get on there, play on it. You don't have to buy the membership. You can still do most of this without buying the membership. Some of the fonts won't be available to you. Some of the overlays and the editing options, some of those won't be available to you. Most of them will be. You can still make a great image without it. So that is it. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.